On cold nights, when the fog rolls across the countryside, people say you can hear a train whistle echoing across the hills. The strange thing is, there are no tracks anymore. They were torn up decades ago after a disaster no one talks about. Still, travelers whisper about a black locomotive that appears on abandoned platforms at midnight. They call it the train to nowhere. 5 strangers, Eleanor, Jacob, Ryan, Melissa, and Victor, each waiting alone at an old rural station, board the train one fateful night. None of them will ever arrive at their destination. The platform was deserted, overgrown with weeds. But when the clock struck 12, a headlight pierced the fog. The train screeched to a stop, gleaming black and silver, though rusted tracks should not have carried it. The conductor, tall and faceless beneath his cap, gestured for them to enter. They exchanged uneasy glances, but climbed aboard. Inside, the carriages were lavish. Velvet seats, brass fixtures, lamps glowing warmly. It felt like stepping back in time. On each table rested a ticket, with their names already written. At first, the 5 tried to talk, sharing stories of why they were there. But as the train rattled on, they noticed other passengers, silent, pale, dressed in fashions from different decades. None moved, none blinked. Melissa reached out to touch one. His skin was cold, wax-like, yet when she pulled back, his head slowly turned to follow her. Jacob opened his ticket and saw the word "Final." When Eleanor unfolded hers, it said "Stay seated." The whistle blew. Outside the windows, there was only darkness. No landscape, no stars drawn by hunger. They entered the dining car. A feast was laid out. Steaming dishes, fresh fruit, crystal glasses. But the food tasted of ash, and the wine was like blood. Ryan lifted a silver platter cover and found not food, but his own face staring back, eyes wide in terror. The conductor appeared, whispering, "Eat and remain. Refuse and depart." Victor, panicked, tried to leap from the moving train. The others screamed as the window shattered, but beyond it was not open air, only a void. He vanished into nothing. His seat in the dining car was instantly filled by a silent, pale figure. One by one, the group began to lose their will. Melissa slumped in her seat, her skin paling, as if she were turning into one of the silent passengers. Jacob raged, demanding answers. But his reflection in the glass no longer matched his movements. Instead, it smiled, mouthing words he couldn't hear. Eleanor clutched her ticket, the word "stay" burning brighter on the paper. She realized the truth. The train wasn't taking them anywhere. It was keeping them. By morning, the station was empty. Locals who passed by swore they saw 5 people waiting the night before. But now, there was no trace. Only faint tracks pressed into the gravel, leading nowhere. Travelers still whisper about the train to nowhere. They say it comes for the lost, the lonely, the desperate. If you board, you'll find a seat waiting with your name on it. And once you sit down, you'll never leave again.